Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. What is going on? How you guys doing? Kevin Bird is out there. We got Paul LaFountain. We got Justin Davis. How you doing, JD? How you doing? I'm calling you JD from now on. I think it's cool. Ben Cruz. I'm so glad you're still here. I love it. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Let's get into it. What is going on? JD's already starting he's already starting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, JD, with the super chat already. Wow. Good morning. Thank you so much. He wants to say, give this man a tip for taking time out on his Saturdays to help us navigate the markets and teaching us the strat the way Rob did it. That's right. Thank you so much. Justin Davis, if it's okay, I want to call you JD. I think it's catchy. But I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then, Sand Dollar is already out there with the super chat. Thank you so much. The rules are, if you use a super chat, I got to stop what I'm doing to talk about whatever you want to talk about. So, Justin, if you want to talk about something, throw it in the chat. Sand Dollar, we're going to be looking at Pacey. We're going to be looking at OKLO. If you want to look at anything else, let me know. Absolutely. JD says awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it is. Oh man, wow, we were already starting off. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Sorry there was no weekend shift last week. I wanted to do one on Sunday, but I was tired, boss. I was exhausted. Nope. My body was like, nah, man. Nah, bruh. Hopefully you caught, I did make a short video with Tesla. We're going to be going over Tesla just a little bit more. I like the fact that TrendSpider gives us these professional tools for us, regular people. And they do very, very good at that. And we're going to keep looking at these insiders. We're going to keep looking at the insiders. We're going to keep looking at these tools and, the market, stock market maps, the scanners, the strategy testers, the AI strategies TrendSpider has for us. They made it all. So why not use it all, right? Why not use it all? Let's use it. Yes, you're right. Rob did say, indicators are they're lagging indicators. Yes. Rob did say, all this other stuff is mumbo jumbo. That's true. Again, there's a lot of tools in here in TrendSpider. So if we can use them to give us reconfirmation of what we're doing, let's use them. All right? Tezlers. He said, give me Tezlers. Today, or this week, not really a whole bunch happening. It was just kind of like, I thought this would show up. It's not. Maybe this pin. Yeah, maybe pin. Can you see that pin? Yeah. Anyway, I'm scratching my head a little bit there. Just because the market was like, I don't think I really want to do anything this week. We got FOMC. They keep talking about tariffs. Elon Musk is getting sworn in on briefings he probably shouldn't be in on. Like, what's happening? What's happening what's happening out here? We don't talk politics here on the weekend shift, but we do have to acknowledge some things that are affecting the markets, right? Right. So I got Sand Dollar out here. I got Mana Strat. I had it 3 weeks ago. Monocrat. All right. JD says, tools are just that. and they have to be used together to the best way they can. So you can't use a socket without a ratchet. A socket without a ratchet. Yes, you got to have all the tools together to make it work. We look at the money flow index here because Rob used to say he could not quantify volume. A lot of people like to look at volume, and so he would always look at. He's like, well, I don't look at volume because, there's a lot of volume going into a trade and that's supposed to indicate a reversal. But then you'll hear other people come out here and say, well, what we're really looking for is volume capitulation. And we're looking for, is this a spike in the volume? And that indicates the trend is over. What are we looking for? And Rob's like, no, I can't quantify it. The strat is quantifiable, meaning you can measure it right on the charts. I'm not talking about some voodoo, fair value gap crap. All right, this is you can measure it on the charts. That's what Rob wanted to look at. So that's why we started looking at the money flow index, because it only measures two things: volume and price together. Now, if you are a fan of VWAP, because me and JD were talking about VWAP. Volume weighted average price. That's what VWAP stands for. Volume weighted average price. All right. Now, if you're going to use some indicators like RSI, relative strength index, it's an oscillator. It's bounded. It's only good for that stock in the history of that stock. People think that RSI measures the entire market, and now we're looking at the entire market based on this one. And also looking at it as a breadth indicator, what the market's doing based on this, and then also associating that with this stock, and that's not what that's for. All right, momentum indicators like MACD. All right, those MACD is you just look into that stuff. All right. Look into that stuff. Get definitions for those things. Actually learn what it's for. Actually learn what, learn. All right, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to use it, learn. All right, learn what it's really for. Sand Dollar says Mac no crack. Mac no crack. That's it. Mac no crack. Mac no crack. I'm gonna be this. Oh, I like that. So because you guys hear me stumbling on my words sometimes because I get excited and I start glitching. I'm gonna be brushing my teeth in the mornings going, Mac no crack. Mac no crack. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber Sally sells seashores by the seashore. Something. I got 2 coffee cups today. I got one with coffee and I got one with just water, because I be yelling yell about anything you love. You like JD likes building cars. You yell about that car for an hour. By the end of it, you'd be like, man, I need some water. All right, Paul says, how far are you into level 1 of CMT book? I noticed you were studying. I'm taking level 1 in June. I am also taking it in June. Uh-oh, buddies. Uh-oh, we're CMT buddies. High five. Here we go. High five. There you go. Put it right there on the screen. High five to you too, Paul. I'm retaking the test, all right? I'm retaking it. Focus on cycles. Focus on cycles and focus on the sentiment indicators, and focus on that weird stuff in the back. In the front of the book, it talks about Dow theory. It talks about identifying trends. It talks about candlestick patterns, point and volume. It also, and then it starts getting weird. In the middle of the book, you got, or the middle of the curriculum. In the middle of the content in the study, it's going to start going in Elliott waves. Now, Rob did like Elliott waves, even though it was too subjective. Rob liked how it measured. Rob liked how Elliott waves did take into consideration price discovery, and how after it got, you got your motive wave. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you got your motive wave, and then you got 4, you got your little throwback, and then it push up to 5, and then A, B, C down, okay? So, and a lot of people made a lot of money in the 80s with that, okay? But it's very subjective. So if you find people that like to trade Elliott waves, get ready to get into an argument, because it's very subjective. And maybe it's okay to talk about and fun to talk about, but when it comes to trading, we like to be objective, all right? We don't look at charts and we don't look at charts and say these charts are good and these charts are bad. Now you'll hear it sometimes come out just because, we're just having fun. But we want to talk about stocks and look at the charts, and we want to analyze the data, not analyze charts. We want to analyze the data. What's the data telling us? Who's the most aggressive participation group, the buyers or the sellers? All right. And we use 3 universal truths to do that. We look at time frame continuity, we look at actionable signals, and we look at broadening formations. You need all 3. All right. If you try to do time frame continuity on its own, you're going to get wrecked. If you try to, add time frame continuity and broadening formation, you're going to get wrecked. You got to have those actionable signals. So you can see, okay, all right, there's buyers on the month, there's buyers on the week. Today I know for a fact it's gonna start reversing off of this broadening formation on the daily. I definitely see this happening. Wait. Even if it's going green, let's just say it's 2 down and green, and you're like, here we go. I knew it was gonna happen. Wait for the actual 2-2 reversal back up, or the 3-1-2 up, or the 2-1-2 up. Wait for the actionable signal to go, okay, now I have a reason to get in. All right, actionable signals is the reason why the price moves. This is the reason why we expect the price to move. I see a hammer, I expect the price to go to the upside. When I see a shooter, I expect the price to go to the downside. And if it doesn't, don't touch it. All right, we don't want to get in early. All right. So anyway, going back to the CMT. Once you get to the back, once you get past Elliott waves and the things that make sense, it's going to start going in the cycles. Start talking about cycles. There's fixed cycles and systematic cycles. Cycles are tough because we don't really talk about them in the strat at all. And then once you get into like sentiment and market behavior analysis, and you start looking at those things in the back of the curriculum, the back of the material, it gets weird. Okay, they start talking about fungible and non-fungible. That still makes sense, but then at the end, you're like, what? People are trading stocks based on this? Like, wait a minute, So it's the stuff at the back of the book that's weird, and that's what I had trouble with on the test last time, because I'm like. And then study the ethics. Definitely study the ethics. It's not in the. You gotta go to a different website. It's in the website, but it's not necessarily in the curriculum. The ethics portions, okay. And that also lines up with the strat. We don't front load stuff. I don't say, oh, get ready to get into SoFi because of blah, blah, blah. And then I tell you a bunch about the news, and then it turns out I actually have a position on it, and I'm telling you guys to get in it so that you guys buy it too. And as it goes up, then I sell it. And then all you guys are like, wait a minute, we're not making money. This is going down. I'm like, oh man, you missed it. That's called front loading. That's front loading. That's wrong. All right, that's unethical. And there's other things that are pretty unethical that I see people do out here, all right? That's why I like to do the strat on the weekends, all right? Let's talk about the strat. On the weekends, the markets are closed, and we can talk about actionable signals, time frame continuity, broadening formations, things that are quantifiable, but I'm not front loading you guys. I'm not getting you guys to buy in on a bunch of stuff that I know is trash. All right, you will never see me come out here. Oh man, this is going to be great. I know it's down right now, but it's only $2. Get ready. No. JD says I need more coffee for this. Golly. Get some more coffee. I need coffee too. Get some more. I ain't even started looking at charts yet. We're just out here just talking good stuff. All right, so. Paul, I have been showing things on here like pennants and flags, and I have not gotten as far as like cupping the handle and all that stuff. But that was the hard part for me. What the test was, you start getting into that weird Fugazi stuff. Like they start talking about how people make trades based on magazine covers. Like, come on, man. I don't have time for that, right? Right. Paul says, all right, that's enough. Paul says, I appreciate the info. Took notes on what you said. Can't hurt to have other focus points of someone who has taken it. Yes. And get with me. I'm sure you're on Twitter. I'm going to, here, I'll type my email in here. The soldier. Hold on. Send me an email because I am looking for a study partner too. And when we do talk about CMT, it's just we're going to be buddies, all right? And because I got to pass this thing too. There's a lot of people out here talking about stocks and things like that, and they got no certifications on anything. Come on now. Tell the truth now. All right, a lot of people. $6 says past performances does not guarantee future results. Yep, I hear that crap all the time. All the time. Oh my goodness. Good morning, good morning. Is Beach Bum out here? Yeah, he is. There he is. All right, good. He said, I'm in. Good. And I'm trying to find some other people too because it's hard. It's hard because it's not a college course, meaning you have the material and then here's the test date, and they're just like, go for it. And they did try to structure it a little bit, like you should have this many weeks, you know what I mean? And they give you some emails, but it's not. There's no like, they're not making you do a book report on VWAP, you know, volume weighted average price. They're not making you do a book report on that. All right. And then MACD, moving average convergence divergence. All right. A lot of people don't know that stuff because they don't look it up. They just go, oh, this one's about to cross this one. And really is you're looking at two exponential moving averages and a histogram at the bottom. That's what you're really looking at. Anyway, you get me on a tangent. Let's go through what happened last week. Not a lot happened. It was a big snooze fest. That's why I'm doing a lot of talking right now. Snooze fest. Go look at Michael Kahn. Who is that? It's Michael Noss. Sorry, I don't know. I just say I have images in my mind and it comes out of my mouth. Sorry. Michael Noss. And he's got a really good recap. He does them really short. They're on Twitter. And he's basically said the same thing. There's not a lot of stuff going on. So let's go over what happened real quick, and then we'll get into actionable signals. Excuse me. Let's do it. Goodness gracious. Yeah, let's do it. All right. This is SPY. When I trade with all 4 time frames up just like this. I got the month, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. These are 4 major time frames, and this shows me what? Say it out loud, kids. Say it.
Time frame continuity.
Time frame continuity. That's right, kids. Time frame continuity. All right. And right now you can see it's still red on the month. Let's blow it up for the kids in the back. It's still red on the month. All right. Still red on the month. We'll go to the week. All right, it did trigger 2-2 reversal up. It did get back into this level of reclaim back here, but then it went back down. Boo, boo. All right, not a lot going on there. Where's my sound at? There you go. That's better. I really wanted this one. All right, not a lot going on. Boo. Boo. And here's your daily chart, all right? All right, me, JD, had a really good one-on-one session just last Thursday. Go check that out, thestratsoldier.com. Go check that out. But we were talking about, he's very good at seeing when these things are going to reverse off of the broadening formation. Now, I'm not going to tell you all his business, all right? Because that's a conversation between us. One thing we did identify is he's very good at seeing these. One thing he has to work on is looking for those actionable signals, all right? And we came up with a really good plan on a strategy on working when we see these, when it gets to the top, what are we looking for? All right. And then when it gets to the bottom, what are we looking for? And then when it's trading sideways, what do we do? That's very important. There's a lot of people that don't know that. There's a lot of people that don't know what to do when it gets to the top. They're like, oh, I can't really buy anymore. You're like, it can't go any further. Here's a better example. It's at the top. It's gonna reverse. It's at the top of this, you know. And they're like, in actuality, it's just at the top of the screen. There's no more bars. There's no more screen left. You know, it can't go any further. Come on now, zoom out. Zoom out. All right. It keeps going. All right. Now we did have some reversal action in here. And then right here on February 19th, everybody said, get my money and get me out. Take my money out of this now. Now. Let's use these tools from TrendSpider. All time frames, sure. Let's make it, let's make it yellow. No, there's a lot of yellow on the screen. Let's make it pink. Pink. What you think? What you think, Pink? All right, Mr. Pink. Your name is Mr. Pink. Everybody, I'm sure you've never seen Reservoir Dogs. That's a lot. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do my Reservoir impressions right now. All right, so here's my money flow index right here. All right, money flow index. Money flow index measures volume and price at the same time. I started talking about that and then stopped. Rob used to say he stopped looking at volume because he couldn't quantify it. All right. Money flow index, it measures volume and price at the same time. Very much like the what VWAP does, but it's it's below the screen. All right, below the charts. It's not necessarily on the charts. And we're not looking for overbought and oversold. That's not why we're looking at this. We're looking at this, again, more tools in TrendSpider for us to use to reconfirm what we're seeing here. All right, you can see on February 19th, they were like, all right, we're done. And then what happens here? All right, now you can say, okay, these are daily charts. You can say this is a hammer. All right, let me move that so you can see this is a hammer. It might go up tomorrow, the next day. You know, you're like, okay, I expect the price to move to the upside. What's it do? Does it ever go and force above 611.77? No, it does not. All right, it goes to the lows. Fatality. All right, all the way down, and then gets all the way down to the bottom of the Browning formation. Finish him. All right. yeah, Fairchild. Why do I got to be Mr. Pink? Because everybody wants to be Mr. Black, and nobody knows each other. So then everybody wants to fight, and no one ever backs down because they don't know each other. And no more fighting. You're Mr. Pink. You're Mr. Brown, and just listen to my instructions. This is what we're doing. I told you I wasn't doing it. And Fairchild, you bad influence. Anyway, to the lows. So you can see right here with this nice little vertical line that this is reconfirming. People are taking their money out. All right, that's why we want to look at the money flow. All right, taking their money out. Here's this nice big snare of 3. All right. Oh yeah, they bottom up, sold them down, and we can look at that money flow and go, yeah, they're still selling. Uh-oh, here's some green. Uh-oh, it might reverse back up, and then death. All right, all the way back down. All right. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about divergences just yet or right now. All right, but what you want to see is if whatever indicator you are using, if you're wanting to use indicators, here's how you do it. Rob did not like indicators. I am not teaching you the Strat plus this and the Strat plus that. I'm not doing that. If I'm showing the people, I can't stop you from using them. You keep wanting to use them, so let's show you how to do it right. All right. What you want to do is, all right, you want to see the price reconfirmed by your indicator that you're looking at. All right. All right. There's buying here. There's buying here. It's just more evidence. What this indicator is really for is people that don't know time frame continuity. All right. Time frame continuity. Now, this could help you because this could help you a lot because right here is messy on the week. It's messy on what's green on the week right there. and it was green on the month. All right, you can see that pink line. All right, so that's good. That's good. And this just more evidence of that buying happening. All right, that's what you're using that for. Same thing with RSI, same thing with MACD, same thing with VWAP. You want it to reconfirm the price. Now, same thing for the lows. Let's switch that up for the lows. If it starts going down, your indicator that you're looking at should do the same thing. All right. Again, I am not teaching you guys the Strat Plus. Oh yeah, it's the Strat Plus. MACD, the Strat Plus RSI, the Max. Yeah, I see it all the time. I'm not doing that. But again, people talk to me all the time about these things. So let's help you out. All right. Some people need training wheels. Let's look at it that way. All right. Let's look at it that way. Oh, Jodell said, "What I'm looking at?" Jodell said, "What am I looking at? What's this crap?" No, he says, "Do you only use money flow index on the daily chart?" Yes. I'm only putting it on the daily chart because it's too much. I started putting it on the 60s and the weekly and the monthly. It's too much. It's really just an add-on. Okay, it's spaghetti with Parmesan cheese. My money flow index is Parmesan cheese. All right, it doesn't need to be there. Spaghetti is delicious without Parmesan cheese, but it's just a little. It's a little taste. All right, that's what it is. It's a little taste. And right here, right here, you see the money, the price is moving up. All right, but the money flow is still moving down. That means people are not putting their money in this. That's what that means. All right? And this is actually technically a divergence. Paul, write that down. Take a screenshot of this. This is in your CMT. All right? This is a divergence. Now, I'm not necessarily teaching you guys all that right now. What I'm saying is whatever indicator you're using, all right, this just shows, all right, yes, it's moving up, but there's not a lot of people doing that. All right? It could reverse down. And then that's exactly what happens here on the starts on the 20th. Really starts selling on the 21st. All right, really starts going on the 21st, and you can see the reconfirmation to the lows. To the lows. Fatality. All right. Again, I got to say it one more time because people are going to be like, people that just came in here are like, what are we looking at? This is not the Strat. This is not the Strat Plus, but I know people are looking at indicators, all right? So this indicator is this is volume and price at the same time, money flow index, all right? And so now we're selling on the price, and this is reconfirming they're taking their money out. Get me out now. Take it out. Take it out. But Strat Soldier, are you sure that you want to take your money out? Yes, I said take it out. Dump it. Dump it. So that's how you use those, okay? And again, that's for people that are they're training wheels. All right, it's Parmesan cheese. All right, it's Parmesan cheese. Let's stick with that analogy. It's just more evidence. All right, look, what's that pink line showing us? All right, now is this a little better view for you guys? For me to do that with this line, I can't make it any thicker. I can't make it any thicker. I wish I could, and I can't. Let's go price action, maybe that works. Does this make sense to you guys? Does that help? Because I'll use it. I think this could be a good new teaching tool. We'll try it for the rest of this episode. All right. Finally, I made it live. Yes, you did. It's 2:30 a.m. where you're at, waiting for a plane. Oh no, 2:30 in the morning. Whew, I gotta make this show good. And he's waiting on a plane. All right. Wake up. You have to go to Cinnabon. Go to Cinnabon, hang out, eat your cinnamon bun, listen to the weekend shift. All right. So, Marlon B says, "What's all this spaghetti crap? What is this spaghetti without the meatballs and all this other mess?" Yeah, these charts are ugly right now. I got too much crap. I'm just trying to teach right now. Honestly, I'm trying to teach, and I'm trying to show that, yeah, this was selling. This is the price action for the daily. Our week was red on that, and our month was doji. That's what I'm trying to show there. All right. Hopefully, does that help? Does that help? I think it helps. It's new. We just created it right now. All right, Dow Jones. Let's keep moving on. Not a lot going on. All right. Dow Jones doing the same thing. And QQQ, they hate you. All right. QQQ, they hate you. Not a lot going on there. Where's my pink line at? Let's try it. All right. Red on. That was last week. Here's this week. Bam. This week. All right. This week. You can see not a lot going on. Not a lot going on. Whap. You know what I mean? All right. Let's get to the not a lot going on and XLU. Let's do this quick. You know what? Let's do this. Multi-view. Why multi-view? Because Rob used to have 16 screens up. I mean, they were big screens too. I was there. He used to call it the rig. All right. So on the week, you got no actionable signal for next week on SPY. Dow Jones, QQQ. You got nothing. All right. You got the volatility is going down on UVXY. It is going down a bit. All right. Doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet. All right. It just means it's going down. XLK with tech. Doing nothing to the lows. All right. XLU. These are utilities. All right. You got to pay your water bill. You got to pay your electric bill. You got to pay your, sewage. No matter where you're at. Texas apparently doesn't have electric bills or something. They're on some weird grid or something. I've heard a lot of weird things about it. Anyway, you got to pay utilities. All right. So you'll see this come down and then this is going up. All right. This is good because this is where the institutions hide their money. Now, if they're taking their money out of utilities, that means they're taking their money out of everything. This is a defensive position. All right. And then XLE has been going wild. All right. 312 reversal back up on the week. So good. All right. So good. All right, to the highs. And then Labu with Biotech's doing nothing. Biotech has been really crappy for weeks and months now. Nobody wants no experimental drugs. Nobody. XLV, cure something, would ya? Ends as an inside week. Now that's an actionable signal for next week. So remember that. And remember, I'm going to remember that too. XLV, all right? Good. And then XRT retail still just dying. It is inside week. It's inside week. All right. XRT retail. All right. Inside bars can go either way. They can go up to the highs or the lows. Right now, it's probably going to be setting up for a 212 continuation down, but we will see. Shaking my head with semiconductors, finally in a situation where it had a 2-2 reversal back up, but then came back down. Let's see what they want to do here, right? Let's see what they want to do. If we get back into this level of reclaim back here, above 240, it could be good, all right? They were getting back into AMD, and then they got back out. XLP, Consumer Staples, this is fun. Consumer Staples also ends as an inside week, looking for it to go to the downside. So me and JD were having a great conversation on Thursday, and we had a funny conversation because we're like, okay, XLP is Consumer Staples, so let's go find out. We know it's all going to the lows. All right, we know it's going to the lows. So let's go look at Hershey's. All right. HSY, Hershey's, to the lows, reconfirmation, all right? To the lows, all right? Let's go look at, are they buying candy bars? No. Let's look at General Mills. Are they buying cereal? No. No, they're not. All right, let's go look at Mondelez. What's that one doing? MDLZ, are they buying seeds and stuff? It ain't really dying, but it ain't really buying either. It ain't dying and they ain't buying. It's just kind of in the middle, all right? Not a lot going on there. Let's go KHC, cheese ketchup. Cheese ketchup, are they buying that? No. They ain't buying none of that. All right, no picnics happening here. Do you know what they are buying? You know what me and JD found out? You know what they're really buying out of consumer staples? That's right, Anheuser-Busch. Give me that burr. All right, I said it like that for a reason. All right, I know I'm on somebody's big screen TVs, and some people don't like this and that. That's okay. But looks 2-2 reversal back up to the highs. Excuse me, 2-2 continuation back up on the month. Bud Light, B-U-D, Bud Light. And I talk about that on how to find stocks in my ebook From Zero to Trading. All right, look at the products that you buy. You already trust the company. See if they trade. Anyway. Bud Light. I thought this was hilarious, and we're like, I threw it up as a joke, and we're like, hey, put that up on the month list. We were cracking up. Summer's coming, baby. That's right. Summer is coming. Springtime is right around the corner. Heck yeah, I'm by this. So, Rob used to do that too, and make things more fun. He'd be like, okay, buy some Bud Light, and let's see, are they buying oil? Yep, we need oil. So, but get some Bud Light, buy some oil. What else are they doing? Let's go look at some stuff. So there was some times it would be like, go to Walgreens, buy some oil, buy some Bud Light, and then let's go to Best Buy. Let's just say those are the stocks that are trending that day. And it was so much fun. Is gold still good? I don't think I can look at gold here. Last time I did this, it was give me a gold stock. Give me a stock that deals with gold. Let's see if I can do it here. We need to keep looking for these actionable signals because I'm doing a lot of talk of GLD. Gold. Let's look for some gold stuff. Recent gold cross. There's some gold bugs in. What the heck is this? Gold bugs index. 31 symbols. Gold. That's Goldman Sachs. Golden cross. What's this? Gold. These are all Goldman Sachs stuff. What is this? Are these gold stocks? AU. I think that's one. Yep. This is all gold. All right. There you go. See how I did that? Right there in TrendSpider, all right? Just search what you're looking for. All right, these are gold stocks. Gold stocks going to the highs. Going to the highs. If you know gold is doing well, go to the stocks that deal with gold. That's how you do it. That's how you trade these simultaneous breaks. Simultaneous breaks mean they want everything that deals with gold. Buy it all. Buy it all. Harmony Gold Mining Company. Never heard of it. Buy it because they buying it. All right. PayPal, please. All right. Looks like we're in the next section. Let's get to actionable signals. Let's do it. Sorry. Let's get to actionable signals. Let's do it. Oh man, what am I doing? I'm too excited. That's what it is. Oh man. All right. I got caught up in my words and stuff. All right. Someone said, give me PayPal. He said, thank you for the lessons, Strat Soldier, but I want to look at some stocks, please. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in the airport at 2:30 in the morning. Show me some stocks, please. All right. We had a 2-1-2 reversal back up on the week, and it didn't do much. So we're trying to get back up to $77, and it ain't doing it. All right. PayPal. Ugh. But, all right, you got some buyers in here on this daily chart. You can put this money flow on any of them. You can put them on the week. You can put them on the month. I just put it on the daily so it gives us something to look at, especially on those inside days where nothing's happening. You can be like, okay, what are they really wanting to do? They said that was loud. Oh, yeah. Woo! Sorry about that. What about volume? Rob says Rob always just say volume, there could always be more. Yes, there can always be more. Thank you, Brent. Thank you. He was also in there with Rob. All right, he can reconfirm the things I'm showing you guys is exactly the stuff that Rob talked about. I'm not talking about some domino effect crap or some some dangling widget on the handstand stuff. All right, let's go see what happened last week. Cat Tractor didn't go in force. Take it off. Take it off the list. Remove. Get it off of here. Lulu, did it go in force? No, it did not, but it's inside week for this week. Leave it there. FedEx, did it go in force? Didn't do anything. To the lows. I don't even know why that was on the... Oh, maybe it was because I was looking for the week. I was looking for the month, all right? Anyway, take it off. DHR did go hammer and force. THR did go hammer and force for a 3-1-2 up, but it didn't do much. If you're in that, you can still be in that, but it ain't doing a whole bunch, all right? So don't be disappointed. Garmin, I need me a new Garmin watch because mine died in the middle of a 2-mile run. Not liking that, even though it was charged, so it's not holding charge anymore. I'm telling you way too much information. Anyway, to the lows. That's right. I'm short in Garmin because my battery, my watch was not doing what it needs to do. No actionable signals. Take it off the list. See what I'm doing? This is organizing my stocks based on condition. All right, Google, hammer on Google. Hammer on the week on Google. Hammer on the week. All right. That means that means the sellers took it down. The sellers took the price down, and then on a smaller time frame, the daily in the 60s, they started buying this thing. The buyers say, gimme. Gimme. All right. This is mine. Now, the question is, does Google become, do the buyers become more aggressive on Google? If it goes above 166.25, that's a hammer in force. That's a 2-2 reversal back up on the week. And the first target is going to be, well, now we talk about magnitude. What's magnitude? Magnitude is how far can this go? What's the potential profit we can make? All right, right now, it's only 166. If you're trading shares, if you're trading stocks, that's pretty. If you're trading shares, you can start a small position. That's not a whole bunch. If you're trading options, you can make some money right there. All right, that's $4. All right, second target is going to be 174. Ooh, yeah. All right, give me something like this. Give me 182. Is there any let's see, let's look left and see if there's any levels of reclaim that we can see right here. All right, so now we're getting back into this range. And if we get to the top of this range, we are automatically clearing out of this one that we're actually stuck in right now. And so 176 as high as that goes, all right? Not saying the price is going to stop there, but we know this is a broadening formation on a smaller time frame back here, all right? So we could potentially go see 176, all right? Which gives you, the football field analogy, all right? We can at least get to right here, all right? Give me 20 yards. Come on now. Give me 20 yards. That's what I need. All right, this is a touchdown. 206 at the top of this. That's a touchdown. But the rest of that, you know what I mean? We're just marching down the field. Marching down the field. The Giants have a new quarterback. All right, the Giants have a new quarterback, and they're going to try and get this ball down the field. Get it going. Move the chains. All right. Anyway, there's your broadening formation on the week for Google. There you go. Yeah, wow, I had no idea Garmin made a watch. That's right. I learn something new every day. They make watches, bicycles, computers. Yeah. Oh, bicycle computers. Sorry. Great example of broadening formation range and magnitude. Thank you, Sand Dollar. Thank you. All right. Google put it on the list. QCOM did go in force for just a bit. Hammer and force, ugly hammer and force. Didn't do much, came back down. Take it off the list. Remove. EA Sports, it's in the game. To the highs, all right? To the highs. What do you have here? What is this? What is this? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. If I get the right answers on this chat, I'll go another extra 15 minutes on this weekend shift. All right? Come on now, don't cheat. Don't put the labels on. What is this? Put it in the chat. You get it right, I'm going another 15 minutes. I'll go overtime. Exxon. All right, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. You guys don't give me the right answers. I'm ending at 12. Oh, daggone it. You silly camera. Oh, I can't wait to get rid of you. I can't wait to get rid of you, camera. You silly camera. Oh, come on now. Oh, that's right. You better. That's right. No, don't unplug me. Yeah, It's a thing. Oh, A-ride. All right. A-ride. Okay. I'm probably saying that wrong, but at least you tried. Sean, no. I like where you're thinking, Sean, but no. Jesse Taylor, thank you for the answer, but no. Oh, monocrat. Okay. Justin, JD said, no, JD, so close, though. So close. All right. Sand dollar, LOL. Jodell said, I like what you're thinking there, Jodell. Okay, but you put the right answer in there. All right. There is a light shining on it inaccurately that is affecting its focus feature. Okay, thank you, Sand dollar. Thank you. Thank you for Googling that. Or showing me. I will figure that out. Thank you. That might be my, maybe I need to reposition this other light. Thank you, Sand dollar. Because I was about to, you've seen me complain about this. I was like, I'm taking my super chats and I'm buying a new camera. All right. Let's see. Time's up. All right, time's up. Let's look at, without me telling you what it is, let's see what the labels say. 2, 1, 2, reversal back up. 2 down, inside bar, 2 back up. 2, 1, 2, reversal back up on the week on EA Sports. All right. So the person who got that right is Monocrat. Yay! 2, 1, 2, reversal back up. You got it right, Sean. You put that in after the buzzer. You might get some points because the ball was in the air. And then I hit it. And then it went in. So you could talk to the ref, you know what I mean? You could talk to the ref and be like, hey, that sucker went in. 2, 1, 2, reversal back up. I'll give you some more minutes. All right. Just because there was a correct answer in there from Monocrat, I'll give you guys I'll give you some more information. I'll give you the next 15 minutes, all right? Very good. I'll give you a little bit of overtime. For the correct answer. So good. Thank you so much. 2, 1, 2 reversal back up. All right. So there were some good answers in there. All right. Someone said exhaustion risk. All right. That's okay. But exhaustion risk, and I like where you're thinking. I like what you're thinking. But exhaustion risk is when there's no more targets to be taken out. Either the upside or the downside. All right, when there's no more targets to be taken out, that's true exhaustion risk. Let's draw the broadening formation on this thing. That's exhaustion risk. There's a group out there that's teaching exhaustion risk a little wrong. A lot of wrong, but I'm trying to be a little nice. Because that's what I do. That's my nature. All right, this line, I would actually put it back there, but TrendSpider won't let me draw in this zoomed in area. So what's the stock been doing? It's been trading sideways, and here's our greater outside bar. All right, that's what we look for. That's just price discovery. They sold it, they bought it up, they sold it down, and now they're going, okay, what's this cost? All right, how much does this cost? Can we get it back up to 150? No. All right. No, come on. Yeah, we can. All right. It's COVID. People are playing video games again. It's COVID. People are playing video games. 2021, 2022, everything's trading. So everything was going to the lows on 2022. So this is not too bad because it's just trading sideways. They're not really getting out. And in 2023, they're like, okay, we're still playing video games. It's still going right here. November 2024, we clear this outside bar and finally get up to 168. All right, so now that it hit all-time highs, now it's kind of just chilling, going back to the lows. People took their profits, the rest of the, but now it's coming back up. This is a monthly chart. I'm sorry, I said weekly. Monthly chart, 212 reversal back up on the month. That's when you want to get in. People are talking to me about generational wealth, and people are talking to me about buy stocks when there's blood in the streets, and they have all these little cute things. Paul, you'll read all that in the book. But wait for that reversal back up. All right, and then start a small position. If it keeps going, keep adding to it. But so right now, when the rest of the market's going down, people are still playing video games. That's what this shows. So what do we have here? That shows buy some oil, buy some oil, buy some video games, and buy some Bud Light. That's what that says. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on our 2 up on the month list because we avoid information overload by organizing our stocks by condition. All right, so EA Sports. Even though EA Sports is good and it's 2 up on the month, no actionable signal for next week. I did all that to say remove it from the list. Net. Inside week, we'll leave it on there. Inside week, they're not really doing a whole bunch. It's red on the month, 2 reversal back down on the month. Not doing a whole bunch. Expedia, inside week, didn't do much. We'll leave it on there. All right, XLE still good. No actionable signal for next week though. So this is for weekly signals. This is not a weekly signal, so we're taking it off. But it did work. All right, that's awesome. PayPal did go in force just for a hair, but came back in. If you're in that, you did not get stopped out. You could still be in that. No reason but we're not keeping it on the list because that's not an actionable signal. CVS, it did go 2 up, but it ain't. All right. Are we going to leave it on there because we're calling that a shooter? That's an ugly shooter. I'm taking it off. I'm going to take it off. Not that great. I see the chat rolling. Mac no crap for the win. All right, Mac no crap. Sandollar knows me so well. Mac no crap for the win. Mac no crap. All right, exhaustion risk is closer to either the top of the broadening formation or the bottom of the broadening formation. That's right. And there's no more targets to be taken out. All right. Either on and most of the time it's mostly on the month. All right. There's a team out there telling people on the 15-minute charts, oh, it's exhaustion risk. Oh, it's exhaustion risk. Oh, it's exhaustion risk. Oh, it's exhaustion risk. Like, come on now. That's ridiculous. All right, that's ridiculous. True exhaustion risk is when there's no more stops to be taken out. All right? No more stops to be taken out. These are 15-minute charts. Zoom out. Look bigger. See the bigger picture. When you're just down here on the 15-minute charts messing around, you're actually just trading with the people, the high-frequency traders. When you're trading below the 60-minute chart, you are fighting the high frequency traders. That's go talk to Michael Noss about that. He was one of the few high frequency traders that I've ever talked to, and he reconfirmed it. So when you're working below the 60-minute chart and they're going exhaustion risk, all they're doing is just that anxiety. They're just giving you anxiety, and they're playing into the high frequency traders like mindset. Take it up, take it down, take it up, take it down, and then you personally don't know what you're doing because you're not looking at any of these other charts. That's enough of that. Roblox, give me Roblox. All right, give me a second. Hasbro, no He-Man for you. Take it off the list. VAL, it did go in force to the upside. Momo Hammer, almost magnitude. We'll leave it on there. It's a shooter. That's a shooter. SDLR, Seadrill. Seadrill did go in force, and this was from Sandollar. Seadrill did go in force, and it hit magnitude. You could still be in that. And look at this money flow. Uh-oh. Money flow. They're like, give me that. Give me that. We're doing Minecraft under the sea. Under the sea. Looking for jewels for you and me. All right. All right. So that's good. But there's no actionable signals for next week. Take it off the list. Remove. Please remove. INTC, this piece of crap, did go in force. 322 back up.
The 322.
And there's buyers are in here. That's good. But no, There is a shooter. That's an ugly shooter. Let's see if it goes back to the lows. I personally think it's going to. But anyway, so there's our list so far. Someone said, give me, come on. He said, come on, man, with the charts. All right, so now we're in overtime for you guys. Overtime. He said, give me them 15 minutes. Roblox, RBLX, Roblox. My kids are playing Roblox right now, screaming at the TV. All right, so in my book, From 0 to 60, in my ebook, From Zero to Trading. Now you know where I got the name. Oh, geez. Oh, I thought Strat Soldier was such a genius. He just used a common phrase to make a book name. That means he's a charlatan. No, that's where I got the name though. But anyway, so From Zero to Trading. My ebook, From Zero to Trading, I talk about, look at the products that you have around your house and then go see if it's publicly traded stock, and then you can work it. You already trust the company. You already know how the products are. So my kids are screaming at the TV right now about Roblox. It is a publicly traded company. That's awesome. Now it's above 60 bucks. There is a trader that there's a stratter that I talked to that's in Australia, and I hope she's watching this show right now because we talked about Roblox last year and she got this thing way low. Way low. Why? Because her kids are screaming at the TV about Roblox. All right? Give me these Robux, Ma. I need to buy them so I can play the games and get the things and do the stuff. All right. So this is, I wish this was green on the month, but not yet. All right? Not yet. It's up to 60 bucks right now. We did have that 322 back up, and you do still have your buyers in here on the daily in the 60s. All right? No actionable signal for next week, but this did work. This did work. All right? Roblox. Take it off the list, but it's, all right? We're watching it. We're watching it. Someone said, give me KD, what is this? Kodak, maybe? Gave me Kodak. He says, I want to take some pictures with the family. It's summertime. It's springtime. I want to go outside and take some pictures. It's $6 right now. Anything below $5 is a penny stock. So if this thing goes below $5, leave it alone. If this thing goes below $5, leave it alone. Right now, I'm looking for a 322 back down. Not doing a lot right here. Kodak, all right? Kodak. Give me that 15 minutes on the clock. I got my timer going. So no actionable signal there. Someone give me, they need to snap. They need to STAP. They need to stop teaching the wrong way. Yeah, they do need to stop teaching the wrong way. Yes, they do. But hey, I spent a lot of time. If you were with me in the early days, you knew I spent a lot of time arguing with people on Twitter and starting battles, and it was a waste of time. And I should just let those people do, because the only thing that survives is the truth. That's the only thing, and the truth is the only thing that spreads wide. All right, the truth. So I should have not necessarily let those people hurt people. I should not let other traders scam other people, especially the new people. But I shouldn't have fought them so hard. You know what I mean? I should just continue like I'm doing right now, showing you guys the truth. All right, that's what I should have did. I'm growing. MicroStrategy. Every time I see MSTR, I think about Monster Energy Drink. It's not that. All right. So, MicroStrategy, give me some of this. 304. It did go to reversal back up on the week, and it's inside month. You can be in that. You can be in that. It ain't doing a whole bunch. It's not doing a whole bunch, but it's okay. It's okay. Kodak. He said, give me some of that Palantir. Give me some of that Palantir. PLTR. 2-2 reversal back up. Hammer in force. Hammer in force. All right. Now, no actionable signal for next week, but if you're in that, you can stay in that. You can stay in that. All right. Too good. Let's move this to the right. Top right. All right. Booyah. You can still be in that, and we want to get through all of this. All right. We want to get through all of that. No actionable signal for next week. The truth shall set you free. That's right. That's right. And I spent a lot of time fighting. Now, JD just said a comment. He said Palantir is full time frame continuity. Now, you have to remember that this is Saturday. Stock market is closed for equities, all right? You can go look at crypto, you can look at futures, you can look at other stuff. But this is closed. The only chart that's actually live right now in this 4-chart scenario is the month. This is the only chart that's active right now because it's not closed. All right? The weekly closed. The daily closed. The 60-minute closed. All right? If I could put a big, let's do it. Let's do it for the, let's do it. Closed. All right? Closed right now. All right? Make it red. Closed. Done. All right? Let's do it. Ooh, D. Give me a D. Yeah, that's better. That looks better. Closed. All right? Closed. All right? These other time frames are done for the week. All right? The only active chart is this one. All right? The monthly chart. That's why we want to look for things that have a reversal on the month or 2 up on the month or a reversal on the month because if there's a reversal on that month, that is still active all month. That's still good all month. All right. So when you come to the weekend shift, this is what we're seeing. This is what we're thinking about. And I'll try to make this a little bit more apparent in the future. I think this is what trips people up is they don't think about this is active. Right now, this is closed. This is closed. This is closed. Now, why is swing trading hard? Why is swing trading hard? Because when the week starts, let's just leave it. We'll leave it. When the week starts, the daily and the 60, all right, these 3 time frames start over. All right, the week starts over 4 times a month. The daily starts 5 times a week. All right, it starts over 5 times a week, and then the 60s every time there's a new 60. All right, you could do the math on that. All right, so that's why swing trading can be difficult because yes, it is green on the month, it is green on the week, but your daily is good today. It could be good Monday, Tuesday, and then crap Wednesday, and then good again on Thursday, and then crap again on Friday. That's what can make swing trading difficult because this time frame starts over again and again and again and again in the 60s. Every new 60, you need to see what the new participation group is doing. Are they buying or are they selling? All right. On Palantir on Friday, they were like, give me my money. That's what they were saying. On Friday, here's Friday. Give me that pink line. Give me that pink line. Price action. All right. They were like buying. All right, now it's kind of a little messy in these other things, right? But right here, buying, still good. Second hour, still good. Third hour, still good at lunchtime. We eat our lunch, we eat a little cheese sandwich, we come back to our desk, still good. All right, 2:30, market's almost closed. Let's take some profits. All right, cool. Are we done? No, still buying. This is all Friday. Still buying. That's what you want to see. All right. That's a different situation than this domino effect junk. All right. What this shows is they're buying on the month, they're buying this week, and on that day, outside day, they did take it down and then to the highs. All right. Me and JD also had a conversation about how, I got wicked out, and then it went without me. And not necessarily true. You can get stopped out. You can get stopped out. Getting stopped out is a part of this strategy. And people get frustrated with that. All right. But we protect our capital we always protect our capital And what we want to do is, if it's not working, get me out immediately. Done. Get me out. Crap. I'm not messing with that. All right. And if it reverses back up and it's still good, all right, back in. I'm getting back in. Of course, we want to look for actionable signals to get back in that. And then you can go back to the smaller time frames and go, okay, there's my inside bar right there above $87.94. If it goes above $87.94, I'm in. And bam, it did it. Now you have nothing else to worry about the rest of the day, even when it did this. These are 30-minute charts. All right? All right. All right. So that's why swing trading can be difficult, because these time frames start over again and again and again. All right. All right. Someone said Palantir. I did that one. Hood. Is it all good in the hood? Let's see. Is it all good in the hood? 2-2 reversal backup. Hammer in force. That was good. It's red on the month, but it was green on the week, green on the days, green on the 60s, all right? And you can see your money flow still moving up. Now, no actionable signals for next week, but if you got in at $41.43, you can still be in that. Personally, I would buy shares. If you're in options, hopefully you bought some time on that. Go see 8X Trades, all right? Go to Weekend Shift, go to the videos, and click all the way down until you see 8X Trades. All right, I have an interview with 8X Trades, and I support how he trades. I validate, support, whatever it is, how he trades options with the Strat. All right, he's very good with options in the Strat. Go see that. Go see 8X Trades. Watch that YouTube video. All right, very good. Someone give me love. Give me LUV. All right. Southwest Airlines. What happened to love? What's this love stuff? Nah, ain't no love. This is Southwest, boy. All right. People going on vacations, spring break, full-time frame continuity to the upside. Beautiful. This is what you want. Now, I think it's already in here. I think it's already up on the 2 up on the month list. Yep, there it is right there, 2 up on the month list. All right. And it's on the macro list too. So let's see what's on the macros. What's doing on the quarter? Oh, yeah. All right. Still good. Still good. What's it doing on the year? Just for funsies. Uh-oh. If this thing goes above $36.21, you have a 2-1-2 reversal back up on the year. On the year. All in this level of reclaim right here. A little bit of motherboard problems, but a level of reclaim right here. All right. But if it goes above $36.21, that gives you, on the yearly basis, a reason why you want to be in Southwest Airlines, all right? That's the kind of, could you be loved? Oh, yeah. Come on now. That's what you'll be singing on your trip with your free flyer miles and all that, whatever you call that, back down to Jamaica or whatever. Up to $64.94, but actually the target for the year is $39. All right, the next one after that is $50. Once it starts going 2 up on the month and it hits that first target, you need to be looking for $50. All right, because usually this means everything else in airlines is going well. Maybe Southwest got their act together. Who knows? All right, maybe Southwest was like, no Boeing airplanes here, pal. We don't know. Someone says, let me see that Bitcoin. All right. The current hammer is not actionable? Question mark. Russell said, on what? Current month is not actionable? On what chart? The weekly chart? Nope. What? Russell said, give me Palantir. Okay. I'll go back to Palantir just for you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Weekly hammer on Palantir. I'll go back to Palantir. I thought we talked about that. Maybe you just popped in here. PLTR. And thank you so much for anybody who shared it to get them in there. No. All right. So, okay. I see what you're saying. All right, so I was going to say no immediately. Why? Because this 2-2 reversal, back up, hit magnitude, done. All right, so that reversal is done. Now, what you're asking about is this Momo hammer right here. Momo hammer. Is that not actionable? It is. Okay. Okay, you got me. You got me, Russell. All right, and not just because you did super chat either. You got me. Palantir Weekly. I'm on the week. I got you, Russell. Russell said, I did a super chat. You need to go to the week, pal. Russell said, you're skating on thin ice, buddy. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, above $91.08. All right, we'll put it on the list. We'll put it on the weekly signals. That is a Momo hammer. Momo hammer, and we expect the price to move. So, Russell, if this thing does not go in force above $91.08, don't touch it. If you're already in stocks, that's easier to trade. If you're already in options and you're like already in options and it stays above 91, good. It might tick down. That's why I want you to go see that interview with 8X on the weekend shift, because it could tick down all the way to, they can try to get you out. All right, it could tick down a little bit and then go back up. So go watch that interview with 8X Trades. ADEX. All right, but if that goes in force, if the Momo hammer goes in force, your next target is going to be $98.99. All right, $98. That's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right? All right. Thank you, Russell. Russell, that was enough for Russell. Look at, I wish you could see the chat. Anybody in there in the chat? He's got like, hey man, Russell. He's like, there's a Momo hammer. You better. Hopefully Russell is in a good position there and he's just trying to keep it. That's what he's doing. Now, weekly chart. Let's chase this back down to the month, because what are we seeing? What are we seeing on the month? The month is green. All right. Now we only have just a little bit left. How many weeks we got left in March? We got this one. We got one more, and then we got a little bit more. We got like what a week and some days. All right. And then after that, what you want to be looking ahead on, you can't call this a hammer yet. This is not a hammer yet. It's forming a hammer. Forming a hammer. Now, at the end of the month, when April starts and you're spring break time, you're spring cleaning or whatever you're doing, and you're going Palantir hammer on the month. Now this is not yet. I'm talking about future talk. This is future self talk for you, okay? And then you're like, okay, I'm already in on the weekly. I'm already in on a reversal from the weekly chart. Now I have a hammer to work in April, and the magnitude of that one is 125. That's how I want you guys to think now. All right? We look ahead. All right? Based on actionable signals, time frame continuity, broadening formations. Palantir worth it with shares for options calls on a 2 to 3 week 2 to 3 weeks out for the strike price. All right? I like that. Thank you, Sandollar. Always with the good information. That's 15 minutes there. I gave you your 15 minutes. But I'm going to give you more because I always over deliver. Let's look at Bitcoin. Now, this is going to be a live chart. Last time I did this, it was inside. It is ticking right now. This is live. Yep, it's live. Let's see here, because Bitcoin don't stop. It's a party, and the Bitcoin party don't stop. It is 2 up on the month. It is 2 up on the month, 2 to reversal up, but it's doji on the. Not a lot of people buying this thing, all right? Bitcoin. Not a lot of people doing this. It's okay. You just saw that turn green, didn't you? I know you did, because this is live, all right? Because the Bitcoin party don't stop. All right? What do we got here? Mess. All these bars are trapped in this right here. All right? All right?
That's a mother bar issue.
That's a mother bar issue. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin's dead. All right, doesn't mean there's nobody's buying Bitcoin. It just means they're not selling either. So if you have a position in Bitcoin, shout out to Woo. All right, Bitcoin's struggling. It is struggling. It's expensive. So shout out to Woo. If you're in this thing and you know where you're at and you still have a winning position, no reason to get out. You saw that tick red again. All right, it's green to red. Not a lot happening. Okay, not a lot happening. Time frame continuity wise, it's green on the week, but that's the only indication that they want to buy this. All right, this is the week. Not a lot in the money flow, but so they're not really killing. They're not really selling it either. You know, they're not really dumping it. That's gonna do it for me. Let me scroll through the chat, see if there's anything in here interesting that I wanna. Maybe I skipped. Oh, Exxon. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse's like, come on, man, Exxon, man. Come on, man. Exxon. Now, everything else in XLE has been going great. So, you should not just be looking at XLE. You should be looking at everything in You should not just be looking at Exxon. You should be looking at everything in energies. If you want this energy watch list, let me know. If you have a TrendSpider, you can just import it. All right. So XLE, what's it doing? All right. There's buyers on the month. There's a 312 backup on the week. Yes, Exxon's doing great. All right, no actual signal for next week, but it is outside month to the upside, and you had your 2-2 continuation up on the week. All right, they're buying Exxon. That's good. Now, your money flow shows the price is going up, but they ain't putting a lot of money in there. They're like, it's going up, but they're like, just give me a little bit. Just give me a little. Give me $15 on pump 4. That's what this is. I'm not really trying to fill up the tank yet. I just want a little bit. Give me $15 on pump 4. So we know XLE is the ETF for energies. All right, all oil. All right, Exxon's doing great. You want to go down this list and find all the other stocks that are doing the same thing in energies. That's how you trade a simultaneous break. All right. Look at all these stocks in XLE doing the same thing. EOG doing the same thing? No, skip it. Fang Energy doing the same thing? Yes. Work it, yeah, to the highs. But again, all right, not putting a lot of money in there, all right? FTI doing it? Yes. Look at this. This guy said, fill the tank up. Fill it up. Fill it up. He's got a pickup truck, and it's got 2 tanks on it, and he's filling up both. Fill it up. Halliburton, doing the same thing? No, skip it. HP, doing the same thing? No, skip it. The reason why I say that is people get in here and they go, oh, well, I'll just buy some now and it's going to catch up with the rest. Wrong, that's not how we do that, all right? We want to buy what they're actually buying. Here's another $15 on pump 4, all right? The price is going up, but your money flow showing they're not really committed. All right, but you can still buy that. MPC, Marathon, you can work that. NOV, NOV, doing it? Nope. Okie dokie, OKE, 312 back up. Yes, you can do that. But again, look at that. You know, Oxy was in the news because has been in the news because Warren Buffett bought a whole bunch of it, and they're buying it. You know, they're buying it. The weekly did go in force, but didn't do too much, right? So if you're in that, it's a winning position. Let's see if they want to do some more. It is red on the month. You need to be aware of that. Phillips 66, is it doing it? No, skip it. I don't know how to pronounce this. Slomadinger or something like that. Rob just used to just call it slob. Anyway, sellers, don't mess with it. VLO, Bolero, it did go in force, but not doing a whole bunch. If you're in it, it's okay. WMB 312 up, you can do it. You can work that. All right. And then Exxon. So now, Jesse, now think about it like this. All right. You do like Exxon. You know what XLE is doing, and you're good at handling at least 5 open positions. Let's just say you're good at that. All right. So now you pick 5 out of that. You got Exxon. All right, you can actually trade the ETF if you want to. That's fine too. It's all doing the same thing, right? And then you can pick 3 other stocks in there. All right, and now you're working them. And now let's just say Exxon's good, XLE is good, but then MPC goes down, so you take your profits on that one. And then now you're in KMI. You're in these other ones. They're still working. KMI reverses down. You take your profits on that one. Now you have 3 open positions, and they're still good. All right, and then KMI came back. All right, so you get back in that. That's 4. All right, now you're back in. Oh, now take your profits because it came back down. All right, and then you keep working it until XLE and all the other ones reverse back down. All right, and now you, come on now, you can put it all together. Now you just had 5 winning positions that you made money on all 5, and then you worked it until it reversed back down on all 5. All right, and they did it at different times, and that's how you manage that. But it's a lot easier to open 5 winning positions based on reversals and manage those based on the strat and time frame continuity, broadening formations, and then because they will do things at different times, and that's how you manage those. All right, so at the end of the week, you're a swing trader. At the end of the month, maybe you only have 1 or 2, maybe you have none because you took your profits on all of them. All right, that's how you win on 5 winning positions. That's how you take profits on and manage those 5 winning positions and take profits on those. All right. All right, man, y'all done pulled a whole nother half an hour out of me. Don't do that. Don't be asking all these good questions at the end. Wow. All right. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Thank you so much. I talked about a lot. All right. I talked about so much. I talked about a ton. We're going to skip the news for this time. We're going to, well, maybe I'll play the news at the end. But the stocks news, because it's important. It's important. And so what you guys want to do is go see me at thestratsoldier.com. All right. I talked about a lot. I talked about trading simultaneous breaks. I talked about how to, actual signals for this week. I talked about how the broader averages are doing. I talked about organizing your stocks so you don't have information overload. I talked about macro charts. I talked about intraday charts. I talked about it all in this one hour and a half. All right, it went a little long. All right, but it went a little long because you guys are participating, and as if you guys are participating and you're excited, I'm excited. All right, thank you so much. Why Not said I'll catch the replay. He's late. All right, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you so much. And also, to hit those replays, go watch them, watch them. Here's Wu. I was talking about Wu earlier. Wu trades Bitcoin. He was in my Strat Camp webinar, and he learned it all. All right. He learned the entire strat in one night, and he has the recording to keep watching over and over with real traders. It's not just, and it's his questions. Hey, what did you think about this? What did you think about that? Oh, I remembered I asked about that. All right. All right. So we think about, that's now he has something, not just a course to study. All right. But he has his own questions and his own experience to go, I remember he said that. I remember we talked about that. What am I doing? Come on. I know I just jumped in on this one because there's no actionable signals. I just jumped in on this. All right, I got this. Thank you for the reminder. That's you thinking yourself because you're watching your recording of you going, I asked about that and I'm still having, okay, all right. Time to sew this up. Time to close the loop on this and create a new habit. All right. Also out there, also at thestratsoldier.com, check out my combat load. That's the bundle that's going to give you everything that's on the website all in one shot. All right, and it's not over. You will every time I'm putting out a new ebook here very soon. You will get access to that. Anytime I put new stuff into the website, you get access to that. All right, for free. All right. So it was called the Strat Camp Boot Camp a long time ago, and another company stole the name. So, all right, fine, you can have it. The combat load, everything you need to do battle in the markets. You can also look at the execution course, the Strat Trade Checklist course, the broadening formation course. All right, unlocking broadening formations. You can do that, the a la carte thing, all right? You can buy them individually, all right? As opposed to just buying this big lump thing and you're really just needing help on broadening formations, all right? Unlocking broadening formations. I also talk about how to trade the advanced stuff in that too. So it's all in there. It's all in there. I do have a new ebook coming out Hammer in Force. Hammer in Force. So that's coming out very, very soon. I'll be working on some details on that this week. Hammer in Force, new ebook coming out. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're interested, let me know. This is Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Thank you for everybody being here. Get to a point. You can keep looking at some charts. I'll keep posting throughout the day on Twitter. But get to a point where you can close your laptop and then go out and live your life. All right. We learn the strat, so we don't have to be glued to the charts all the time. All right. We're not like other trading systems where they're like, you always got to be watching and you always got to be no. We know how to open up. We know how to create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. And we set those stops, and we go about our lives. We go about in the airport waiting to get on the plane. We go about walking our dogs. We go about taking the kids to the zoo. We go about picking up the kids from school. We go about, kayaking. Go out and enjoy your lives. Go fishing. All right. Do something with your life besides going, instead of like, here's another report I need to do for regular work stuff. Yes, do that stuff too. But sign up for that college course. All right. Sign up for something. All right. And that self-development. But you don't have to worry about your trades all day long. You don't have to panic. You don't have to be like, staring at the screens. You know where your stops are at. You don't have to worry about it. You get a notification on your phone. Oh, okay, I got stopped out on this one. This is profit. Yes, that's profit. And go about your business. All right, this is a Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Thank you, Sue. Thank you for being here. All right, I'm going to go rest my head, my brains. I done talked enough, and I rest my voice. You guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this weekend shift from Strat Soldier. Make sure you guys lock in on the key strategies and the setup that he gives you and the quality guests that he invites on his show. Whether they're talking about options, futures, or long-term investment, I come in and I bridge the gap for weekly, quarterly, and monthly news. Let's dig and dive into these earnings reports. Wow, the tech sector. Please, ladies and gentlemen, follow the tech sector. Their earnings reports is very important. It's a key ingredient to actually seeing what the tone in the market is. Are we going to be bearish? Or are we going to be bullish? Let's talk about some of the big boys and the big girls on Wall Street when it comes to turn to investing. Warren Buffett is sitting on cash. No other major investor is investing right now because stocks is at an all-time high. For example, Microsoft is investing a lot of their free cash, which is cash flow, into nuclear power plants to help innovate their company and look appealing to new investors and old investors. Alphabet, which is Google, they dominate the search engine. Amazon, wow, what can we say about Amazon? It's multi-faceted. Amazon delivers on multiple levels. Prescription, food, gadget, tech, anything that you can name, Amazon is delivering to. Now let's talk about Apple. iPhones, iPads, iMac. Apple is setting the tone as we move forward in the future. Apple is going to be releasing a new iPhone to actually bridge the gap. It's going to be cheaper. Let's see if there's going to be a large demand for this product to actually help Apple accelerate. Now, it's other technicals and it's other industries that we need to pay close attention to, which is the financial and the industrial. Let's talk about the banking sector. We had a banking run for a while. That means Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and so many other banks. SoFi, they did pretty well coming from December into January and leading up into February. Now, what I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is the healthcare sector. Wow. The healthcare sector, we know, is a $1 trillion business. So guess what? They are in business to treat, cure on multiple levels. But I want you guys to lock in on what just happened with UNH, United Health. They are investigated by the United States government for fraud when it comes to Medicaid and Medicare. Lock in on those news, ladies and gentlemen. It will give you an opportunity to either long-term buy or trade in the options world, right? Puts or calls. Now, as earnings continue to keep on ticking on, we have a big behemoth, which is reported in this coming week. This is NVIDIA, ladies and gentlemen. NVIDIA can shake the market with their what? EPS expectation and revenue expectation and forward guidance. Now, your key takeaways, ladies and gentlemen, the next 3 months is going to be very critical to what? Both microeconomics, indicators, and also corporate earnings, as they provide you a direction as we move into spring, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you guys keep an eye on performance. Make sure you guys keep an eye on who's buying, who's selling. It's going to set the tone, and then you guys can actually look at the sentiment of the market. Now, other few things that I want to talk about. I want you guys to understand that the Federal Reserve makes policy. We know that Powell is the key figure, right? We know he's the chair. But you have 12 other members that actually helps him make his decision. They come together, they discuss what's going to happen and what they're looking for moving forward. Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're trading futures, if you're trading options, if you're buying shares, make sure you guys do your due diligence. Fundamentals is key, ladies and gentlemen. It puts you in position to be successful. And as quiet witching is approaching, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand this is reference to the expiration of 4 types of derivatives: index futures, index options, stocks futures, and stock options. Let's think about this for a second, ladies and gentlemen. What is moving the market and what's not moving the market? Donald Trump is finally in, ladies and gentlemen. He's been in office for over 30 days. He's setting the tone, not just in the tech world, but many other worlds, ladies and gentlemen. He had Elon Musk. He's appointed. Now, these are the things that's going to affect the stock market as we move forward. You got Elon Musk with the Doge. He's eliminating government agencies, good or bad thing. That's a personal preference. But you need to understand, if jobs is going and jobs is not created, that's going to bring the economy down because it's less spending. So please pay attention to the maneuvers and the moves that Elon Musk and Donald Trump is making as we move forward. Hopefully this news puts you in position to be successful. You use it, you analyze it, and you do more research. Thank you guys for tuning in to this weekend shift with Strat.